Our week in Rishikesh was like nothing else we've experienced before. From the moment we arrived, we were swept up in the energy of the place, with its lively streets, stunning views of the Ganges River, and the local sadhus with their colourful robes and serene demeanour, who were a constant source of wisdom. As we prepare to leave Rishikesh and embark on the next leg of our journey, we're filled with a mix of emotions. Part of us is sad to say goodbye to the tranquility of Rishikesh and the memories we've made, but another part of us is excited to see what lies ahead as we set our sights on new horizons. Wherever our travels take us, we know that Rishikesh will always hold a special place for us. But today, we're embarking on a new adventure, and we're filled with excitement and anticipation. We're eager to arrive into another vibrant city with its own rich history and culture, and we can't wait to explore its famous sites such as the Golden Temple and indulge in the local life. So come with us today as we take the train to Amritsar. We're in Haridwar today. We've left Rishikesh. We're going to make our way to Amritsar. We've had quite the challenge with this train. We bought the tickets maybe 4 days ago, and unknowingly to us, we were placed on a waiting list. So we later found out that meant that we didn't actually have a seat confirmed. We kind of had to hope for someone to cancel their ticket. So been a bit of an anxious wait the last few days, but we've now had the seats confirmed. We know we're going on the train. So come with us on the journey today, and we'll take you to Amritsar. Arriving 3 hours early for a train in India is a bit of a gamble. On the one hand, you might avoid the rush and have plenty of time to get settled in, but on the other hand, you might find yourself twiddling your thumbs. For us, we always err on the side of caution and arrive early, but in this case, it was very early. After a week in the serenity of Rishikesh, Haridwar seemed frantic, loving it. We're people watching and most definitely overloading on masala tea. It's the perfect way to pass the time. But despite the early arrival, we still managed to end up at the wrong end of the platform. But hey, that's what travelling in India is about. It's an adventure, and getting lost is just part of the fun. So we clamber through the crowd, try to find our way to the carriage, and it's chaotic, but in the best possible way. Finally, we make it to the other end. We feel a sense of accomplishment. It's like we've won a small victory in this crazy, beautiful country. And as we settle into our seats, we can't help but feel grateful for the experience. Travelling in India is not for the faint of heart, but it's always worth it in the end. Right, so the train is now leaving. We've had a fairly significant delay. As you see, the time there is 3:37. We were meant to leave at 2:45, so we're 50 minutes or so late. We're finally on the way to Amritsar. So this journey is going to be about 8 hours. Unfortunately, we've ended up in a row of 3 seats, so we don't have a window seat, which is going to make it a little bit more arduous. It's certainly more comfortable when you've got a view. But we're going to make the most of it, bring you along, hopefully show you what we can, show you the toilet arrangements, which might be entertaining. And yeah, hopefully we're in for a nice ride to Amritsar. We don't have any hotel books because we expected that the train might have been delayed. And so we need to find something that is open for a late check-in. So we're going to see how the train progresses, see how the time goes, see if we get any further delays, and we'll book accordingly. Yeah, come with us. Riding the Indian rails is a feast for the soul. With the wind in your face and the sound of the train's horn blaring, you can feel India's vibrant and chaotic energy up close. Hanging out of an open door on an Indian train is a rite of passage for travellers, but it's not for those with jelly in their legs. The experience is both thrilling and white-knuckle scary, but it's a journey worth taking for those seeking to immerse themselves in the country's unique culture. Now, despite the wonders of the world you'll see in India, this is definitely one of the most memorable experiences you can have.
Hello. Ready board when this train started. I didn't see you anywhere. Are you alright?
I didn't warn Mara where I was going. Well, I'll show her where I was going now. Been on the train now for like 7 hours. We've been delayed, stuck at stations, and I haven't really been able to show you much because unfortunately we don't have a queue. On the aisle seat, there's a ton of people on the train, there's soldiers with guns, so I've not been able to video much, but I'll show you at least the bathroom on an Indian train. And I've actually got a normal Western style toilet. Get this little pot. I think that's to pour the water in to kind of wash away the stuff in here. And a room with it. So this was an Indian toilet on an Indian train. Hopefully these train videos are going to get a bit more so I'll be able to show you a bit more, but yeah, we haven't had a view. We need to find hotel. We need to find hotel.
Hotel name?
We don't have one yet, we need to find one. So we've arrived in Amritsar, and as you may see, just realised I've had the camera recording in my pocket for the last 2 hours. So I've got 5% and the battery on the camera is boiling hot, but we've made it. It's now 11:30 or so, and we have no hotel booked, so pray for us. Assuming this is the way out. So we've jumped in a tuk-tuk, explained the situation that we don't have anything booked. He knows a place, so he's going to take us. We're going to go and have a look. We just need something for the night, something adequate to sleep, and then in the morning we'll check out and we'll figure out our own plan. So we just need to be in the vicinity. So, you know, these things always work out in the end. We've arrived. This is the recommendation. Very close to the Golden Temple, so anything will do right now, if I'm quite honest, as long as it's around 1,000 rupees. Hello.
Do you need a tuk-tuk for tomorrow to the Vaga border?
I don't think so yet, because we don't know what we're going to do yet. We have no plans. Now, when you arrive late in the night with nothing booked, you leave yourself vulnerable to being taken advantage of, and unfortunately it's kind of what happened here. Despite the initial conversation being 1,100 rupees for the night, the price, as if by magic, ended up increasing to 1,500. The rickshaw driver also sprung it on us that the price we agreed was per person and not for the whole journey. It's sneaky, I know, but welcome to travelling, and with it being so late and having little energy for the fight, we begrudgingly coughed up. So let that be a lesson to you. If you're coming to Amritsar, you may arrive late, so perhaps be a little bit more organised, contacting hotels to make sure that they've got a late check-in. Again, we're very casual with our travelling. Now anyway, back to business actually. As for the train journey itself, it was pretty uneventful apart from the delay, of course. Don't really have much to write home about with it. It was comfortable, it was fine, it was okay. That's as much as I've got to say. The first train journey we had from Delhi to Haridwar was fantastic. It was like being on a budget Orient Express. You know, we had guys coming down serving us tea, bringing us food. It was fantastic. This one, it was just like any other train. We didn't have a view out the window, and to be honest, the views were not fantastic anyway. It was comfortable, no problems. The time went very quickly. People on the train were fine. There was no one staring, taking pictures. None of them are we just blended in. It was perfectly fine, perfectly comfortable, but perfectly normal. So again, nothing to write home about, but a pleasant experience nonetheless, and it was very affordable. It was 1,270 rupees for 2 people, so very good value. Hopefully in the coming travels throughout India you're going to see much more exciting train journeys, because for me I think they're an unnegotiable experience here in India. But for the moment we're going to leave it here, and over the coming days we're going to take a look around Amritsar, go to the Golden Temple. I'm very keen to go to the Partition Museum and learn about that part of history, that unfortunate part of history from, once again, the British. And hopefully we'll go to the border with Pakistan, where we can see a very interesting guard change. It's world famous, so come with us. Thanks for watching, and
see you in the next one.
ciao. Bye-bye.